So friends, let's see today's delicious bhangra curry. Now here I've taken 2 large bhangras, washed them really well, scaled them with a knife, took off all the fins, the tail, etc. And I'm just going to salt it with about 2 tablespoons of salt and leave it aside for about 10 minutes. Then we're going to rinse it really well under running water. Now for the masala, here I've taken 1 cup of freshly grated coconut, 5 Kashmiri chilies, 1 green chili slit and cut into half, 10 small cloves of garlic, or you can use 4 large cloves, half an inch of ginger, 1 small onion, 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. I'll list all the ingredients down in the description box. Now just break these dried red chilies and put them in your mixer jar. Then you put your green chilies, your onion, ginger, garlic, your coriander seeds and your cumin seeds. So it's 1 tablespoon of coriander seeds and 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds. And then this freshly grated coconut. Try and use really freshly grated coconut. It just enhances the flavor of your fish curry. Now I'm just going to add about 5 to 6 tablespoons of water. And then you can add a little more if you feel, but you want to get a very fine paste. So when you're grinding it in your mixer pot, just grind, stop, don't continuously grind. And then you have to get a very nice and fine paste. Now I like to cook my fish curries in this mud pot that I got from Goa many years ago. But whenever I make fish curry, it's always in this pot. Now I'm just going to add approximately around 1 cup of water. Now depends on how thick you like your fish curry, how thin you like it. I like it medium. I don't like it very runny. I don't like it very thick. So mix everything well. And now I'm going to add a little more water because we have to cook the fish also. Now I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder or haldi powder. This I learned from my dad. My dad used to never put haldi powder in the mixer jar because then, the mixer jar, the cover gets discolored. So I have followed that even now. I never add haldi. So now I've added some salt to taste. Give it a gentle mix. And now I'm going to use this thing called tepal or trifala, which is a Goan Szechuan pepper. You get this in Goa and in the Mapsa Friday market. It's very easily available. Now you have to crush it. So I'm just going to use my mortar and pestle. And I got this from a very sweet old lady who was selling it when I went to Goa in April. And, I got a whole lot of it. It's going to last me for, I think, 3 or 4 years because you use very little for fish curries. But guys, if you haven't tried this for your fish curry, then you have to, because it gives this lovely, tangy, just amazing flavor. Especially for bhangra fish curries, it tastes amazing. So, I was waiting to try it out and share it with all of you. And the end result was really different from what, normally the fish curries taste. So now I've rinsed the fish off all of the salt and now gently add the fish pieces. Now, personally, I love this part of the fish, the tail part, because it's nice and fleshy, less thorns or bones to eat. So tell me whether you all like bhangra, which part of the bhangra do you all like? This is one of my favorite fish and, it's very high in omega-3 also, fatty acids, which is very good for health. Now, once you add the fish, then every time you stir very gently because we don't want to break the fish. And now we're going to let this curry simmer. First, I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of tamarind juice. So I just took about a lime-sized ball of tamarind, soaked it in some warm water, 1/4 cup of warm water for about 10 minutes and then, removed all the pulp. So now just stir gently and let this curry, cook on a low flame for 10 to 15 minutes till it comes to a nice gentle boil. Now in the olden days, I remember my Nana used to cook this on the wood fire for a half an hour and the whole kitchen used to have this beautiful aroma. So now you will see that the fish has changed from a pinkish color to a nice thick greyish white color. Greyish because it is bhangra. If it was pomfret, it would be nice and white. So now you can serve this curry and it goes best with, boiled rice, some mango pickle or some prawn balcha or some fugat at the side or some kismur. All these recipes are there on my channel. I'll leave a link to all of them in the description box below. and your lovely Bhangra curry is all ready. Guys, you have to try this recipe and let me know how you like it. And if you can get your hands on this earthen pot, make it in that. If you like today's recipe as well as today's video, and if you would like to see more videos like this, then don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Also, by clicking the thumbs up icon. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and become a part of Akshata's recipes. Once you have subscribed, there is a small little bell icon that will pop up, so just click on that. That way, whenever I put up a new recipe or a new video, you get a message for the same. So on that note, I'll say bye and I'll catch you in my next video sooner than you think. This is Akshata saying bye, take care, stay healthy, stay fit, be kind and loving to one another. So till we meet again, bye.